New Toronto condo sales just hit their lowest quarterly total since 1995. Let's break down what that means for you as a buyer and what that means for you as a seller in today's market. I'm Mike Luzes. I'm a realtor here in Toronto. If you ever want to book a call to discuss what exactly is going on in the Toronto condo market, you can click on that first link in the description down below. Urbanation released their new report this week on the Q3 condo sales, especially when it comes to new construction in Toronto and in Hamilton. We saw some of the lowest numbers we have seen in basically 30 years. The one important factor as we're seeing these news articles pop up talking about these condo sales is that this reflects new condominium sales. So any of those new condos that have been launched have not been experiencing very great sales to get those buildings up and running. The next piece of that equation will be, what does inventory look like in the future? Well, let's take a look at those articles, break down the Urbanation report, and really talk about what that means if you're a buyer or a seller in today's market. Here's the article from the Globe and Mail where it says Toronto region condo sector sees deepening slump as sales fall 81% in the third quarter. The number of condos sold in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area in the first 9 months of the year decreased 63% from last year and 84% lower than in 2021. New condo sales in Toronto region have hit a 30-year low as investors have turned away from the market and buyers can find more affordable resale options. Let's talk about that for a second. The resale market and the pre-construction market are very different markets right now. When we're looking at the pre-construction side, if you are looking for a downtown Toronto condo at the moment in some of the prime locations, the new construction sites are selling these properties at $16,000, $18,000, $2,000 per square foot. Whereas on the resale side, even right across the street from those new buildings, we're seeing pricing anywhere from about $850 a square foot to $1,000 a square foot. That's quite the difference. In fact, it's almost 60% cheaper to purchase a resale condo than a pre-construction condo in today's market at this moment in time. That may change as we move forward here and the rates have come down significantly, but at the present time here at the end of October 2024, that's where we're at today. If you jump over to Urbanation's actual website, you can see more details on the report. Essentially, they're reporting 567 sales in Q3 of 2024, the lowest quarterly total since Q1 of 1995. New condo sales fell 81% year over year, 87% below the latest 10-year average for Q3 periods. Year to date, new condo sales totaled 3,641 units, down 63% from last year and 84% below the same period in 2021, putting the GTHA Greater Toronto Hamilton area new condo market on track for its slowest year since 1996. This is an important factor in this article right here. It says among active new condo projects that previously launched for pre-sales are where they launch for sales well before construction takes place. 3 projects totaling 1,111 units were converted to purpose-built rental, and an additional 8 projects totaling 2,231 units were either put on hold, canceled, or placed into receivership during the third quarter. Over the past 2 years, 33 new condo projects totaling almost 6,800 units that were actively selling were either converted to rental, put on hold, canceled, or went into receivership. So why is this important? Well, the reason this is an important number is that these pre-construction sales are factoring into future development and future inventory for the condo market. If these projects don't sell, then typically these projects will not get the financing required to build those properties. That's why we see something, for example, where they'll put the project on hold because they're not selling, because they can't really move forward with any of the projects until it makes sense financially to do so. Some of the lenders will require a certain amount of sales before lending the money required to build those projects. In this article, it does mention that unsold new condo prices averaged $1,349 per square foot in Q3 2024. It's about a 2.5% year-over-year decline since reaching a record of $1,429 per square foot 2 years ago in Q3 2022. Average new condo prices have decreased by 5.6%, on top of incentives, which include cashback at closing and other price adjustment concessions. What's interesting about that number is this is Greater Toronto area and Hamilton area combined. Properties in Hamilton on the pre-sale market are selling significantly cheaper than properties in the downtown Toronto core. When you look at these numbers on an average of $1,300 to $1,400 a square foot, those properties in Hamilton are generally selling around the $1,000 a square foot, whereas in Toronto, as mentioned, you're looking at $1,600 to $2,000 at the current moment. End user buyers currently have plenty of lower price options to choose from in the resale market. It may take a while, but conditions will gradually improve as developers hold back supply, construction inventory continues to drop, and demand rises with declining interest rates. And this is from Sean Hildebrand Hildebrand, president of Urbanation. Sean's awesome. His level of detail is amazing, especially for all these reports. So what does this mean for you if you're a buyer looking to get into the condo market? Well, simply put, you definitely have some choice. We're seeing some of the highest inventory we have ever seen for condos in the downtown core of Toronto on record. If you look at Bloor down to the water, Burn over to the DVP, the center core of Toronto, CO1 and CO8, we have record level of inventories there right now for properties that are currently on the market. If you're a buyer right now looking to get into the Toronto condo market, when you look at things of your checklist of maybe some haves and wants that you would like on that list, what we're noticing is our buyers are having way more success right now finding those properties within budget as they did even 1 or 2 years ago. If you're out there navigating the market and you do have your ducks in a row and you're ready to react and maybe are flexible on closing dates and you have a certain desired location, we are finding that that's where there are some opportunities currently in the condo market. If you're a seller and you do have a condo to sell and you're on the resale side, it really makes a difference on how your property presents and how you're priced in today's market. As just mentioned, there are certainly choices out there for buyers. So you'll need a combination of looking really amazing, marketing really, really well, and having a price that remains competitive amongst the other units in the building and the area. This certainly is in the market to test the waters to try and achieve a number from either 2022 or early of 2023. However, if you do need to sell or you are looking to make a move and maybe upsize your condo, this could present a pretty good opportunity for both buyers and sellers looking to make moves within this market. We have seen some prices come down on the housing side. So if you are trying to sell that condo right now in order to step up into a house that maybe a couple years ago was also unattainable, we are seeing that successfully happen when you have good expectations for what your condo price is and you have a plan, or navigating into a freehold option, which for most people is kind of that next step from a condo. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below on what your plans are for the Toronto market moving forward, especially as we're heading into the end of the fall market. I'm Mike Luzis. Thanks for watching.